I've previously discussed how much I love Moana, and I even did a cover of one of the songs, which you can check out if you insist. But one of the things that I really respected it for is that I think they'd learned from Pocahontas. I didn't realise at the time, but apparently there was some backlash from the Native Americans of how they'd kind of butchered certain things and they hadn't been quite as respectful as I'd first believed. With Moana, I believe they'd learned from those mistakes, as I say. The fact that they were sourcing as many voice actors who at least had the heritage if they weren't fully natives says a lot. You know, Opataya Fo'i joining Lin-Manuel Miranda and Mark Mancina for the music meant the sound was right. And this level of care, you know, it's all in the bonus materials if you want to look. It's definitely worth it if you like the film. But this level of care is indicative to me of good material. Things like that make me kind of feel better that these people who, in the Western world, we don't really think much of, are getting represented. And another culture that we think we know, shall we say, is the Inuits, not Eskimos. That's not the right term at all. They're not really represented very strongly in media. Really, I can't think of anything growing up apart from the much maligned, deservedly, Nanook of the North. As we've learned over time, it wasn't a true reflection, it was all staged. But as a gamer, I do take a lot from my games, and Never Alone was beautiful to me. A collection of stories from the Inupiak peoples that had been passed down mostly through oral tradition. Not that that's cliche, but that, you know, that is how, you know, we got that cliche for a reason. But that's how it's been passed down, and the tales are told to us in native tongues. We're listening to it. And similarly to Oxenfree, we have the ability to have like a commentary. We have like the videos of behind the scenes, but they're interspersed with the narrative rather than just being an extra. And these extras, these scenes that you unlock as you play, are really what the game is about. It feels like they wanted to do a documentary on the tales of the Inupiak people, but they were gamers at heart. And also, I strongly believe that you can passively consume anything, and it may go in. If it's amazing, it'll go in. You'll register it. You'll appreciate it. But to really, truly, you know, absorb it into you, there needs to be an interactive element. It's been a while since I played it because other videos have got in the way. I've had sort of ideas and then scrapped ideas. And it's been a while, and I still remember it fondly. I can see, I can't remember the protagonist's name unfortunately, but I can see her running through the forest and having to switch to the fox to solve some of the puzzles. And like I say, getting interspersed with stories, you know, talking to the people from this region. You're talking to a lot of them who have grown up now starting to span two worlds. They both live true with nature and, you know, sort of respectful to their cultural heritage, but they know how to use the internet. They can use cell phones, mobile phones, whatever you prefer to call them. You know, they are modern people, just with a good cultural backdrop. And that's what I love about this game. It is still a game. You know, you do still have to solve puzzles. You do have to figure out how to get to the end yourself. But there are many games that I've played. My Steam backlog and my collection is vast. It's in triple digits. And I do track them on how long to beat. And I only have about a 20% completion rate. I do get frustrated with games and just go, it's too much, and I give up on them. Maybe to revisit at some point. And a lot of them do have kind of puzzles that I'm just like, I can't be... If I've got to look up every 5 seconds online how to get past this bit, I'm not playing it, I'm just reading. You know, a way to get through it. With this, there was none of that. The puzzles were fair. They were fine. I could get through them without getting too frustrated. And I wanted to. That's another key factor. I wanted to get through it. Because I needed to know about these people. I loved the little vignettes of tales from the older generation and the younger generation. the people who made the game and the people who helped shape what that would become. So Never Alone is something that I won't revisit. I don't like replaying games unless there's like, you know, alternate endings and things like that, potentially. So I may never replay it, but I feel it was worth my time. If you can find a copy of it, do. There is an additional sort of pack of stories that you can get for it. I haven't done those myself, but I may well do, and maybe give my opinions on them down the line. But certainly, yeah, support, you know, these indie developers who just want to highlight a very beautiful, very respectful to nature kind of culture. And yeah, just enjoy yourself. Get wrapped up in the stories of these people. But until next time, thanks for watching and take care.